rural residents are facing difficulties accessing clean and healthy drinking water and suffering from water related diseases and sicknesses caused by dirty, unclean, and acidic water. Besides this, many rural residents have died over the years caused by this problem. 2 million people die every year from dirty, unclean, and acidic water. Unclean water that causes infection could spread amongst the residents and further throughout the land. Surprisingly, 844 million people still lacked even basic drinking water, and water stress affects more than 2 billion people, with this figure projected to increase globally. Globally and locally, these are some of the projected numbers. Now, this is a concerning issue. Water is a basic human need. In cities, when we faced even one day lack of storage or water struggle, the struggle is real. Daily activities are badly affected, and imagine going through that every single day. The World Health Organization estimates that 3.575 million people die from water related diseases a year. But you don't have to worry anymore. We, from Aminuddin Baki Secondary School, Malaysia, introduce to you MOX, a water purification system using MOS and UV light. A very good day, everyone. My name is Sayasha, and I will be your presenter for today. Along with me, I have Sainat, who has helped out in this project, research, and development. MOX is a water purification device that uses multiple sponge layers, MOS-based purification, eco-friendly, and UV light to help clean and purify water in rural areas. As seen in this detailed diagram, the device can be controlled by any microcontrollers and has many unique features as the label. We aim to provide clean water via an affordable solution for rural areas compared to current solutions. Purify acidity using MOS, which is environmentally friendly, and microorganisms are treated and killed using UV light. Now, the solution we have to offer is a water purification system that is affordable and efficient enough to provide for a small number of people. It uses various methods to filter the water from dirty to drinkable water. The unclean water from various sources can be collected in a separate container and then poured into the top of the device. The device consists of 4 main layers. The first layer of the device uses different layers of sponge with different thicknesses to filter out tiny rock, dirt, and tiny organisms and mud from the water. The second layer is the main feature of this device, which is a water purification using the MOS. Now, this will be used to neutralize the acidity of water and kill bacteria in the water. The third layer is same as the first, which is the layered sponge. The last layer will be the shape like a container containing a light bar in the middle of it emitting UV ray. Now, this light being emitted by the light bar will kill the bacteria and viruses in the water. By the end of this process, the water will be safe and the device is partially solar powered to be able to generate energy for its own. Our target market includes the government agency, the Ministry of Rural Development, companies related to rural welfare. How will we reach the market? Now, we will approach NGOs and housing developers via the social media platform and attend online competition, which acts as an advertising platform for our device. A research done by Embryo Corp on using MOS that conditions the water by removing positively charged ions from the water and releasing soluble molecules into the water. It also inhibits the growth of bacteria, removes and inhibits the formation of bacterial biofilms, and stabilizes the pH of water. Now, we used all this information and implemented it in our device to suit a different but relative purpose. When the water passes through the sponges, it will act similar to gravel, clean sand, and small rocks, as these components in the right order can purify water. The gaps between the sponges will trap any dirt dust, or tiny microorganisms that are lurking in the water. The final feature of our device, the UV light, ultraviolet water purification, is the most effective method for disinfecting bacteria from the water. UV rays penetrate harmful pathogens and destroy illness-causing microorganisms by attacking their genetic code, or in other words, DNA. This is extremely efficient in eliminating the ability to reproduce. Disinfecting your water with ultraviolet light is exceptionally simple, effective, and environmentally safe. UV systems destroy 99.99% of harmful microorganisms without adding chemicals or changing the water taste or odor. Studies have shown that moss can purify the pH of water from a 1.2 to a 1.7 pH difference, meaning the range of the water that can be purified would be between this range, a bit higher or lower. This study was done by the School of Biosciences and Technology, University. UV light, on the other hand, needs a minimum dosage of 30,000 microwatt per second for 10 seconds in order to purify and disinfect the water from viruses, bacteria, mold spores, and algae. Now, the question is, what makes us unique and why us? Well, our device is portable, modular, and scalable. This allows it to be resized according to the needs of the area, and more features can be added on. As I have mentioned earlier, this device will be placed, it will be bought, it is scalable, and it will be placed in a specific area in the whole space. So this can be fit accordingly, rebuilt accordingly, and we can have add-on features in the future which displays the reading of the pH. So in the future, we have these two plans in mind. Firstly, is display of pH value on the device and display of time to purify the water. This actually allows users to see how much more time is required to purify the water and constantly monitor the level of purity of their water. This device with multiple filtration is able to filter, clean, and purify water, which allows users to consume water safely. Our proposed solution comes in line with UN SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, which leads to a more sustainable water supply in rural areas. MOX is a solution for a worldwide problem in rural areas, which is clean, efficient, and puts together different environmentally friendly technology such as MOS and UV light. We introduce to you the future of clean water, MOS. MOX.